Hello, good evening once again, everybody, and welcome back once again to the channel Strange Marvel Theories. Um, I'm going to further elaborate and add to my theory about what is going on in the plot of WandaVision, and it's specifically on, again, the subject of the Beekeeper. I noticed that his face was darkened out, and he looked very, very, very nervous. Um, and I don't know if I had mentioned this before, but I think the suit that the Beekeeper is wearing is meant to block the B A.R.F technology that's being used. In my theory, in my opinion, is the B A.R.F technology is being used to hijack Wanda's hippocampus to make all her senses think that she's where she is and not in virtual reality. And I think, like I said, I think that there's a dampening collar on her powers, so she can't sense that she's in a virtual reality. I think the Beekeeper. Well, okay, well, let's talk about the bees for a minute. I think the bees are kind of enforcers, and they represent the virtual reality. And if the Beekeeper didn't wear that suit, it would be the suit is a virtual physical manifestation of a protection, so that the Beekeeper can be separate and protected from getting drawn into the virtual reality. So therefore, the bees are basically the virtual reality, and they sting and affect the person that is in the virtual reality to make them or enforce them to the person's will, who's ever using the B A.R.F technology, to keep them to keep them subservient at bay, so that way they stay in the virtual reality. Um, and what I think is this also, I think that the person in that suit is Nightcrawler, and I think he was trying to bamf Wanda out of that virtual reality and out of wherever she's being held captive. Um, and that's how I think they'll introduce the mutants into the MCU, as it'll be a rescue attempt to rescue one of their own out of captivity. Um, I'm going to think more on this subject, but to recap, the Beekeeper is wearing the suit to protect him from being drawn into the virtual reality, and I think it's Nightcrawler, based on his dark visage and the worried look on his face. From like basically, he's like a timid type, worrisome character. Um, but anyway, I think that's him. I think that's Nightcrawler. He was sent by the X-Men, by the mutants, to rescue Wanda, who was one of their own. And Wanda basically told him no, said no, and he disappeared because she doesn't want to be taken out. She's probably sensed that he was going to try to take her out of where she was at, and she said no because she wanted to stay with Vision. And that's why that man, the Beekeeper, disappeared, and Wanda rewound what was going on. She rewound events, and she may have made herself pregnant, so that way she could keep Vision stuck in that virtual reality with her, because she doesn't want to be. She might sense that that's what she wants in her life, and she might kind of sense that it's a virtual reality, but she doesn't want to leave. So she sent whoever the Beekeeper was away. But that's just my theory, and I welcome your thoughts and your input and your comments. And once again, hit like, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to y'all later.